And welcome back to Port Washington High School. Barry Landers joined by Jim Metzger. Jim, of course, the CEO, founder, and president of the Whitmore Group. Delighted to have them back once again as one of our key sponsors of high school lacrosse. And, of course, Jim, a former outstanding lacrosse player in his own right, the Enners Award winner out in Suffolk County back in the 70s when he played for Half Hollow Hills. Jim, once again, thanks for coming on and supporting high school lacrosse. I know you're involved in so many activities, but we who love the sport of lacrosse delighted to have you supporting it and making these telecasts possible.
Barry, it's great to be here. I would appreciate another 20 degrees or so, though. Please bear in mind I am wearing a winter overcoat here, and although it is March, it's unseasonably cool. It's windy. Don't be misled by the sun. But notwithstanding the weather, it's great to be here to see, I guess, the second game for both teams today.
It is right. And Jim, you're involved, as I said, not only with so many activities here on the island, one of those, of course, with Big Brothers and Big Sisters, and you were honored just a few months ago at the big dinner they had. I attended that dinner, and it's such a valuable cause that you're involved with.
Big Brothers and Big Sisters is a passion of mine, has been a passion. I serve on the board of directors. This past fall, we at the presidential gala, we raised over $300,000. Barry was there supporting us, and an outstanding Long Island charity, the Long Island chapter of the national organization, which provides mentoring to thousands, mentoring guidance, love and support to thousands and thousands of kids, young people on Long Island.
Jim, growing up as a lacrosse player in the Half Hollow Hills district, there were a lot of people that helped you in your career. And I think it's in a way back now that you're a very successful businessman and a former star player at Hofstra. You want to give back to the people in the community.
Absolutely, Barry. As you know, I've been supporting Hofstra lacrosse the last 3 or 4 years. We built the Traditions Projects, which supports the history of Hofstra football and both the men's and women's lacrosse programs. It's a de facto museum with pictures and articles, a kiosk, most importantly, which has a picture of every team for all three programs going back 70 years on the football and men's lacrosse side. So it's an opportunity for alums to visit Margiata Hall, to share with their family and friends the rich history of Hofstra football and lacrosse.
I know you're very proud of your nephews who are been outstanding lacrosse players for a few years. Of course, the young man up at Cornell having a terrific season. Rob Pinnell, one of the great players in the country, a candidate perhaps for the Tuarton Award as the best player. And your younger nephew doing some good things at Smithtown West High School. Well, we'll see him later on in our telecast.
Yeah, both the Pinnell boys are. I'm quite proud of them. My sister Susan Metzger, prior to Pinnell, she gave them their athletic ability, along with her husband Bob Pinnell, who was an outstanding football and baseball player at Holy Trinity, and then later played for Brown University, football and baseball. So yeah, Rob Pinnell. He's pretty much, I think his name speaks for itself. But James Pinnell is a three-sport athlete at Smithtown West, and yeah, I'm very proud of both of them. Thank you, Barry, for mentioning that.
Well, Cornell has one Pinnell. Virginia's going to be getting the other Pinnell, and unfortunately won't be going to Hofstra this coming year afterwards. But Jim, want to thank you for joining us, and we look forward to seeing you more.
Absolutely. I have to put a plug in for my good friend Vinny Sombrato's nephews, Jake Vaccaro, who is I think the 6th-rated junior in the country, outstanding player. Jake, watched him play, watched him grow up. Vinny has mentored him, tutored him, and then the secret weapon, they were the Super Nat, the 8th grader. Vinny Sombrato told me that his nephew Joey was brought up to the varsity as an 8th grader, and I questioned why they held him back last year as a 7th grader. I mean, we needed Joey last year, so I expect big things from both Vaccaro boys, and look forward to a great season for Port.
And you're seeing them out here today. Again, Jim, thanks for joining us. As I said, we'll see you down the road here on our high school telecast. And again, thanks for supporting these young men playing a great sport.
Thanks for having me, Barry. Great to be here.
All right, we'll be back with more in just a